we come to chapter 3 and we discover there is another being in the created order. We have had Elohim, the creator, Yahweh Elohim, the one who walks with humanity. And we've had humanity made in the image of God, but created. We have another being in the created order which is introduced, a crafty and intelligent creature in the form of a snake or a serpent. If we go right to the end of the trajectory of Scripture, to Revelation, we see that this ancient serpent is also known as, in the Hebrew Bible, the Satan, or in the Greek, Diablos, devil. He's never given a name, just a description. And these descriptions, Satan and Diablos, mean the same thing, the accuser, the slanderer. And we see immediately he deals in the realms of lies and fictions and myth and deception in his relationship with humanity. As we look later to the prophets, we can discover the motivation behind this desire to bring a wedge between the Creator and created humanity. We see that he was a supreme angel or messenger or being in the presence of God. He was an archangel, an angel of light, Lucifer. And he dwelt in the presence of God. He was beautiful and perfect and wise. However, he wanted to be God. This is an impenetrable, impossible barrier. The created can never become the creator. So he has a cataclysmic fall out of the reality of God's presence, and he drags a third of God's beings, his angels, his messengers, with him. And they are given various names in the Hebrew Bible and the Greek translation: evil spirits, demons, unclean spirits. So this adversary, this deceiver, this liar is out to drive a wedge, slandering the nature and the character of God to humanity and humanity to God. He plays on Eve's greatest fears. Is God good? Has he really made you godlike? Tragically, Eve believes these slanders about the nature and character of God and is deceived. And Adam right next to her, and they eat the fruit of the knowledge or the experience of the tree of good and evil. Knowledge and experience are interchangeable and mean the same thing in the library of Scripture. Where they were godlike, where they were like God, where there was no higher being in the created order that they could be, they now tragically and cataclysmically fall. Every aspect of their design suffers a tragic distortion. They are darkened in their mind. From this moment onwards, they see themselves, they see one another, and they see God through the eyes of the adversary, the slanderer, the accuser, through a deceived and darkened mindset about what's actually real. Distortion has entered every aspect of the human condition. Darkened in their mindset, they no longer realise or recognise or experience intimacy with God. They no longer walk with God. The man is cursed in work. It is hard and difficult, whereas once it was a pleasure, a privilege, and a delight. And the woman is cursed in the area of relationships. Relationships are difficult. Childbearing and rearing are painful and challenging, where once they were designed to be a gift and a privilege and a delight. Every aspect of the humanity suffers a cataclysmic fall from its original design. And we see in one generation they are exiled from the garden, from paradise, from Eden, and their eldest son Cain, out of jealousy, kills Abel, their youngest son. The situation deteriorates so much that God actually has a change of mindset that he's made humanity. He repents. Humanity is in danger of destroying themselves and the earth, so he decides to cleanse the whole earth from the toxicity of the human condition with a flood. Save one man, his wife, their 3 sons and 3 wives, Noah, who is walking, working and reflecting God's wonder in his ways. Despite this full and complete cleansing, humanity still can't seem to get rid of this toxicity, even with a new and a fresh start. Very soon they are reasserting their independence, their desire to get to heaven, to be like God, and God scatters them amongst the nations. What was this toxicity, this corruption that humanity kept like a pendulum swing returning to? Well, for the first time in the account of Cain killing Abel, the writer introduces us to the idea of sin. Sin is depicted as a spirit seeking dominion over the heart condition of humanity. We also see sin in the library of Scripture as a distortion on design. If design is hitting the bullseye in a target, then sin is either overstepping the mark or falling short. In other words, sin is never creative in and of itself. It can only distort design. And it is this sin nature that continually pollutes the human condition. However, God has a gift that he wants to bring humanity, and it is a way to recover a destiny. It is a way to recover intimacy, and this gift is called faith. And we will look to this gift called faith in the next clip.